Hey YouTube, this is rdapdan once again posting another video. Got some more questions yesterday, actually from a lady that's already posted some questions. Emily, who's going to be going to federal prison pretty soon. She's turning herself into Coleman, Florida, at the Coleman camp, and she had some more specific questions. 9 questions to be exact. So let's start answering her questions here. Her first question regarding going to federal prison. Number 1, work. Does everyone have to work while in there? Do you get a job assigned, or do you get to choose your job? How many hours a day do you have to work? Do you get paid? Can you switch jobs? Which are the best jobs? Uh, To the first part of the question, does everyone have to work while in there? Yes, everyone, especially in camps. Most camps don't have a lot of people in them, so they have enough jobs for everybody. So yes, you will have to work unless you have some kind of a medical issue or a mental issue or something like that, which would prevent you from working. The jobs there are like lawn maintenance jobs. A lot of manual labor type jobs, cutting the grass, weed eating. Shelly, she actually was on the lawn crew. She was cutting grass, and usually whatever jobs are open are kind of the job that you're going to go into. The good jobs, the better the job, are usually for the people that have been there for a little bit longer. So you can try to pick the job that you want. It just depends, is there a spot open for that job? You can switch jobs. And most prisons will allow you to switch jobs. You do get paid. It's not very much, depending on like the best position you could possibly have there might pay you $75 to $100 a month, but the average person probably makes somewhere between $10 and $20 per month. So it's not very much money. You're not going to make a ton of money while you're working your job. It is anywhere from like 4 to 8 hour days. You do work most of the time, usually pretty early in the morning. So it just depends where you're going. You're going to Coleman camp. If you email Shelly specifically on that, she can give you some insight as to what the job opportunities there might be. I tried to call her before the video, but she's out running around. That's question number 1, so we'll mark that off the list. Question number 2, visitation. How often can you get visits? How many? Time cap. Can they bring you stuff? Are you handcuffed during your visit? Are conjugal visits a thing? I wish. From what I understand, in federal prison, at least where I was at, there are no conjugal visits, and I heard the feds got rid of all conjugal visits, so I don't think there's any conjugal visits within the federal system any longer. However, I looked up online for you, and they are changing the visitation. They were changing it while I was there, so this may not be up to date. You may need to find out when you get there. But as of now, or as of how it was while I was there, visitations were Sunday and Monday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and any special holidays are usually 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. as well. They don't seem to have visitation on Wednesdays for whatever reason. Either where I was at, either at the low, didn't have visitations on Wednesdays. You're not handcuffed. It's pretty open. You can give a hug. They don't let any excessiveness go on, like no crazy making out, copping feels, things like that. People do it. They get away with it, but you can risk losing your visitation if you go across the line with it. So I wouldn't cross the line. You're not handcuffed, and it's on a point system. Basically, you get a certain amount of points that you can spend each month on your visits. Weekend visits cost more than weekday visits, so if you were to have like weekend visits and weekday visits, you can basically have visits every month. But if you spend all of your points, and I'm not sure what the points are, I don't remember because I never got visits while I was there. Everybody that my family all lived far away, so I was only there 13 months by the time all the visitation forms came back, and it was already time to leave. But it's based on points. But you absolutely can have visits, and if you play your points right, you could probably have a visit once a week if you're able to have somebody come see you. I'm not sure how close to Coleman you are. It's in the Orlando area is where you'll be staying. So that's question number 2. Question number 3, money. How to get it? Do you need it? How much do you think is a good amount to be somewhat comfortable? What do you do about outside bills and debt? Do you call the creditors and tell them you're going to prison? You can. It's not really going to matter. They're not going to, if you owe creditors money, they're not really going to stop trying to get their money from you. They'll just put you into collections and you deal with it when you get out. Or if you have some friends or family member that can take care of it, then you can go about that route and have it taken care of. As far as how you get money, you have a commissary account that people can put money into. You can have as much money as you want in your commissary account. The most you can spend per month is $300 a month, and they just recently also limited it to $75 per week, where before it used to be $150. You could spend up to $150 every 2 weeks, but you could do the $150 in one shot in 1 week. Now they've made it to where you can only spend a max of $75 per week, and you can get it through MoneyGram, Western Union. There's different ways, and you'll see when you get in there. Everybody's going to tell you real quick how to get money into your account. Good amount. You know, if you have people that can send you $300 a month, that's great, because you can definitely find ways to spend it in there, and the money doesn't go very far, I can tell you that. Commissary, how often do you buy? How often do you get to buy stuff? What kinds of things should you buy? You can buy commissary every week. Basically, each unit has their assigned week to go to commissary. You fill out your commissary. You're going to have like a commissary list. It's like a grocery list. It's got everything listed on commissary. And damn, I know I've got one here somewhere. I'll try to post another video or add that into the video after the fact. Commissary list. There's tons of stuff on there. Anything you can pretty much think of, you're going to find a variation on it, from makeup to different foods. There's tons of snacks, candy bars, soda, chips, tuna fish, chicken, you name it, it's on there. You can buy art supplies. I guess a lot of women in the camp do a lot of crocheting, so if you get into crocheting, you can buy the needles and all the yarn or whatever it is you crochet with. So you're not going to have too many limits on what you can buy. It's pretty extensive on what you can get off of the commissary list. I was shocked. It's like a 7-Eleven on steroids. Clothes. What do you wear for clothes? You get like khakis. They're green. It's like a green button-down shirt and green khaki pants. That's what's issued to you. They also, you're going to get some issued socks, some issued like tan T-shirts that go underneath your khaki button-up shirt. And then on commissary, there's plenty of clothes you can buy from. You can buy nice sneakers. They're going to issue you prison boots that you're going to use those for work. When you go to work, you've got to wear your prison. It's called Class A. Class A is your green khakis, your undershirt, and your khaki shirt with your boots on. That's going to be your Class A. That's going to be required whenever you go to work. But when you're just hanging out, going out in the yard, going to work out, things like that, you can buy shorts, you can buy T-shirts, you can buy sneakers, you can buy different kinds of socks, you can buy, your bras and your panties, whatever it is you want to buy at the you'll have the ability to buy that. Grooming, the bathrooms, I don't know how the women's bathrooms are. From my understanding, they're pretty much the same as the men. It's a big open bathroom. The stalls are private. It's not like one big open room with just a bunch of showers in it. Your stalls are private showers with curtains. You can adjust the hot water, cold water. They'll give you prison soap, and I don't know if they're going to give you shampoo. I don't think they give you any shampoo, but they'll give you prison soap if you need some. But you can buy, all the different soaps on commissary, Dove and Mango this and Mango Wash, and different kinds of bar soaps, and you can get the loofah pads. They got towels. They will give you a prison issue towel, but if you want to buy towels and washcloth, you can buy all of that. So it's pretty open to what you can buy on there. Programs and activities. Books. Can you receive subscriptions? Music instruments, classes. How do you download music into your MP3? Are there sports, yoga, meditation, games? What kind of education programs are there? Can you do online study? How do you get into programs like dog training or working with horses? I read somewhere that Coleman offers programs like that. Coleman does not offer any dog programs or any animal programs at all. There's no animals on the premises. There is a prison somewhere else. I forgot which one it was. I think it's maybe Butner. Butner has a dog program there, which I wish I was there for that as well. But as far as what people can send you, they cannot send you an MP3. You can buy an MP3, and it looks just like this. Comes with, this is actually the headphones that came with mine. You got headphones. This part was broken, and somebody there fixed it for me. But it's a regular MP3 player. It's made by SanDisk, and powered up for you. Looks like. As you can see, mine is not able. It says expired. Every 15 days, you need to plug your MP3 player into the computer there and revalidate it. And then the 15 days starts over. You download your music right through the computer there. They charge you per song. It's like they charge you units, and it comes out to being a few cents per song, and it can add up real fast, especially if you end up putting hundreds of songs on there. I've only got like 20-something songs on mine. There's also an AM, FM radio on there. This unit itself cost, I believe it was $70, which sucks, because you can only spend $75 a week on Commissary, and this goes towards that. So if you buy an MP3 player for whatever it is, 60 bucks or 70 bucks, out of your week worth of Commissary, boom, you're hit right there because you got to spend it on this. Same thing with sneakers. When you buy your sneakers, which can range anywhere from 40 to 70 bucks, 75 bucks for a pair of sneakers, that goes towards your Commissary spending limit for that week. So it limits to what you can buy for food and everything else. Haircuts, things like that. There is a barber shop where you go in, you get your haircut. The haircuts are free. However, okay, they're supposed to be free, but if you want somebody that's going to give you a good haircut, you're going to pay for it. And in Coleman Low, we paid with either stamps or mackerels. Mackerel is it's like tuna fish, but it's not tuna, it's mackerel. It's a fish, and people usually charge you 1 or 2 mackerels for a haircut. That was mostly the currency in Coleman Low was mackerels. Everything was bought with mackerels. And when I first got there, I never thought in the world I would ever eat a mackerel. They looked kind of gross. They smelled real fishy. But by the time I left, I love mackerels now. Like, I've even eaten them since I've been out. I had Shelly stop and picking up some mackerels, and I made mackerel salad. But programs. Yeah, there was classes. You can take classes. I don't know. There's tons of different classes. When you get there, there's going to be an ACE class list, which tells you the classes you can take. There's not any online programs in there. Most of it's, some of it's to the point where it's, what's what I'm looking for here? Credited. Some of it's not credited. Some of it's just within prison. Some of it follows you if you leave. You're not there very long, so there's you won't have a lot of time to do a lot of that stuff. Some of those classes got waiting lists to get on them. There's people that are there with 15, 20 years. So, these people are on the waiting list trying to get into these classes. There's yoga, there's exercising, there's no weights, but there's plenty of stuff to do. If you want to stay busy, you shouldn't have any problem with it. Like I said, I went in weighing, 235, 240 pounds, pretty out of shape, and Coleman Low, 13 months, got into shape, even got some abs now. Never had abs before. So if you work the program, you should be okay. Making friends, last question. Oh no, I'm sorry, I missed one here. Medical. What happens if you get sick? What is the medical attention like? What procedures can be taken care of while in there? In which case, are you shit out of luck? People complain about the medical in there, but really it's not bad. Anything that you need to be treated will get treated, and if they can't treat it on the facility, they'll actually take you to like a hospital. I had a mole on my back that was concerning. I went into medical. They charge you $2 when you go into, it's like sick call. You can go a couple days a week, early in the morning. If you have something wrong with you, you go to sick call, show them what's wrong with you. They put you on a list, and they'll call you back at a later date to come look at you. It could take a week, could take 2 weeks. If it's something serious and severe, need immediate attention, they'll usually treat you or see what's wrong with you right away. They're not going to make you sit and wait. Like with my mole on my back, they did a little biopsy there. They cut a little piece out, sent it out. Then they took me off of the They took me off of the premises to a dermatologist, and they looked at it further. So the medical there is good. They pay for everything. Nothing has to come out of your pocket. You can't use your own insurance. Even if you wanted to use your own insurance, the BOP, they pay for everything. So the medical's not bad. Some places have better medical facilities than others, but the bottom line is the feds are going to take care of you. If there's people that are bitching and complaining and they got headaches and they want to go into medical every day, so you got to keep in mind that there's a lot of people there that are just whining and crying, and because of that, it kind of makes it hard for everybody, because the people that really need help kind of get lumped into all the people that are just crying wolf all day long. But to answer your question, you're not shit out of luck. They've got a pretty decent medical program there. Making friends, good idea or bad idea? Good idea. Not everybody there is bad, and you're gonna flock with the kind of people that you feel comfortable with. Where you're going, there's absolutely no politics at all. I don't even think the camp knows what the word politics means, other than like politicians on the outside when they think of politics. Blacks hang with white, Spanish hangs with white, you hang with whoever you want to hang out with. There's none of that going on. There's a lot of lesbians in there, I can tell you that right now. And with the guards, depends what you mean by play nice. There are guards in there that will hit on the females. There are guards in there that are sleeping with females. That's a known fact. And you know, obviously the females that are doing that are getting stuff for it, and probably getting stuff brought in and stuff, you know, getting money put on their books or whatever. But it's not something you have to do at all. And just say you're not down with that, and that's not going to be something that that you have a problem with. But definitely don't piss off the guards. I wouldn't, you know, go out of your way to be defiant with them. Just do what you're told to do, and, you know, stay in line. So that should answer most of the questions. And again, these questions were targeted to a camp. Some of them even apply to a low. Mediums and pens, it's going to have a different set of rules. So you're going to Camp Cupcake. You shouldn't have any problems at all. So good luck to you. And if you got some more questions, you know, I know you said you have more, you're going to save them for another email. Feel free to shoot them over. All right, Emily, good luck. And you know, email me back when you're self-surrendering, and if you know what your BOP number is. I looked up your name. I'm not sure if this is the correct spelling of your last name, but I don't see it on the BOP site yet. So if you have that information, email it over to me. I'd like to keep track of you. Thanks. Take care. Bye. Rdapdan.